What is energy? Every movement you make, every heartbeat, every thought in your brain, all of this is powered by one thing: energy. But what exactly is energy? We use the word more often, but very few people truly understand what it means. The definition. In science, energy is defined as the ability to do work or cause change. That might sound simple, but it describes something incredibly powerful. Energy is what moves objects, heats planets, powers life, and even allows the stars to shine. And one of the most important rules in physics is about energy, which is energy cannot be created nor it can be destroyed. It can only change from one form to another. This idea is known as the law of conservation of energy. Types of energy. Energy exists in many different forms, and each one plays a role in how the world works. Let's look some of the most important ones. First, kinetic energy. This is the energy of motion. Anything that moves has kinetic energy. For example, a car on the road, flowing water, even your own body when you walk or run. Next is potential energy, which is the energy that is stored. Think of a rock sitting at the top of a hill. It's not moving, but it has the potential to fall. That stored energy is ready to be released. Then we have chemical energy, which is the energy stored in molecules. This is the energy that we find in the food that we consume, the batteries that we use, and fuel. It's what your body uses to function. There's also thermal energy, which we experience as heat. It comes from the movement of particles. The faster they move, the harder something becomes. Light energy. Light energy is carried by light itself, especially from stars like our sun. This energy travels across space and powers life on Earth. And finally, electrical energy, the energy of moving electrons. This is what powers our devices from phones to entire cities. Energy transformations. But here's the most important idea: energy doesn't just exist in different forms, it's constantly changing from one form to another. As I said, the law of conservation of energy. Let's take an example. The food that you eat contains chemical energy. Your body converts that into movement, which is kinetic energy, and some of it is released as heat, which is thermal energy. Let's see another example on a larger scale. Sunlight. Sunlight, which is captured by the plants, converted into plant sugars, glucose, and will be passed down to the animals that consume that plant. And eventually, that energy will be used by the animals for movement, thinking, and survival. So, energy is never static, it's always flowing, always transforming, connecting everything from the sun to life to you. When you look closely, everything in the universe is part of an energy system. Stars release energy, planets absorb it, and living beings transform it. But this raises a deeper question: how does life actually use energy to stay alive? That's what we'll explore in the next video. Signing off, The Catalyst.